Common Sense, Act 3. Title, Bin Laden and Bombs. It must be election time. Greetings, world, my fellow Americans. I'm back. This time, I have a subject of a different twist. Bin Laden and bombs. It has to be election season. You want to know why? Because every time around this time, we get Bin Laden sightings. I'm not sure where they get the pictures from, considering the fact that they can never find him. They never can seem to locate Bin Laden. And then all of a sudden, we have this so-called trial of this terrorist suspect that tried to blow up a few blocks in New York, but was unsuccessful, but he got life in prison anyway. Now, couple that with the fact that the FBI and the media decided to simulate what it would have looked like had the bomb exploded. It all adds up to the objective of instilling fear in Americans. You see, during this time of the year, we have to instill fear in Americans. How else are you going to get their vote? I mean, especially when you haven't done a darn thing but say no all of your career, or maybe over the last year, all you've done is filibuster, block legislation, made sure that the unemployment bill never went through for weeks at a time. People couldn't feed their families. People were starving. People couldn't buy groceries. People were getting foreclosed on. And everybody got rich in the process. Well, at least 15% of the population. What the Republicans are hoping for in this election cycle is that you vote for the party that is tough on security. That's why they're laying the groundwork right now by showing pictures of Bin Laden. If you notice, Bin Laden is always talking silently. It's like a silent movie that we're hearing. And we always have a narrator who happens to be an American who speaks Arabic. Now, unless any of you speak Arabic, I know I don't. We don't know what the heck Bin Laden is saying. Maybe he's saying have a nice day. We never know. We'll never know. But we have to depend on what they're saying to us. Bin Laden is swearing vengeance on America. The terror suspect that just got life in prison sent America a threat that this has not been the last attack and it won't be the last attack. They're coming for you, America. Be afraid. Well, let's go back to some factual information, if you will. Ever since September 11, 2001, there have been no attacks on America. How about that? Interesting, huh? If you look at the media, though, they'll go nationwide to France and different countries overseas and show how terrorist attacks have occurred in order to instill a little fear in you that it still could happen in America, even though it hasn't happened in America. A little bit about the Bin Laden family. I'm not sure how many of you know this, but when President George W. Bush Jr. graduated from law school at Yale, he set up an oil company with the grace of his father and the help of his father, who helped him do everything literally because he didn't have sense enough to do it on his own. But during that process, they seem to have engaged in a relationship with the Bin Laden family because of big oil. Yes, the Bin Ladens were spending time at their ranch in Texas, and they were entering into business deals together, and they just became very, very good friends. It's no wonder that when the last debate, presidential debate with John Kerry, President Bush said, when he was asked the question, where's Bin Laden? He just basically said, I don't really think about Bin Laden too much anymore. What a statement for someone to have bombed the World Trade Centers. And our president is saying, I don't really think about Bin Laden too much anymore. Think about that. If you're not thinking about him too much anymore, then why are we seeing so many pictures of him continue to surface? I'm a little confused about that. Maybe somebody can help me. For your homework though, what I want you to do is rent this movie. It's called Wag the Dog. You heard me right. It's called Wag the Dog. Rent that and then send information or feedback to me on my Facebook account and let me know what you thought about the movie. It bears striking resemblances to what we're going through right now. I'll leave you with that. And as always, this is common sense telling you to think for yourself. Goodbye.